الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين والعاقبة للمتقين أما بعد. Number 1. Islamic history. Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. Human history begins with Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. He was the first human created and was also the first Nabi and Rasul. Because every human on earth are from his progeny, he is referred to as Abul Bashar, the father of mankind. Allah created him from sand and then blew his spirit into him, making him a living being. When he had been created, Allah commanded him to greet the angels with the words Assalamu alaykum, to which they replied Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullah. This is thus the greeting of the Muslims. Tadhkiratul Anbiya alayhimus salam. Number 2. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam's miracle, calming a shaking mountain. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was once on Mount Uhud with Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, Hazrat Umar radiallahu anhu, and Hazrat Usman radiallahu anhu, when the mountain started to quake. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam then struck his foot on the ground and said, "Do be still. There is a Nabi, a Siddiq, and 2 martyrs upon you." The mountain then stopped quaking. Bukhari 3675. It then happened just as Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, and both Hazrat Umar radiallahu anhu and Hazrat Uthman radiallahu anhu were martyred. Number 3. A farad. It is farad obligatory to pay the dowry. While it is farad obligatory to pay the mahr, dowry, the wife may waive a part or all of it if she is happily willing to do so. This is because Allah says in the Quran, "Give women, your wives, their dowries with a good heart, in good faith. If they, your wives, give you a part of it, if they reduce the amount of their own accord, then partake of it. You may accept the reduction with welcome and happiness. You will not be sinning by accepting it." Surah Nisa, verse 4. Number 4. A sunnah. Eating from a cloth spread on the ground. Hazrat Anas radiallahu anhu reports that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam never ate from a table. When someone asked him what it was that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam ate from, he replied that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam ate from a cloth spread on the ground. Bukhari 5415. Number 5. A nafl. The virtue of fasting on the day of Ashura. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that apart from the fasts of Ramadan and the fast of Ashura, no fasts have any superiority over any others. Tabarani in his Kabir 11091 from Hazrat Abdullah bin Abbas radiallahu anhu. Number 6. A sin. Abortion is the worst sin after shirk. Someone once asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, "What is the worst sin in the sight of Allah?" Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam replied, "That you should ascribe any as partner to Allah, whereas it is He who created you." What sin comes next? The question was then asked. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam replied, "That you kill your children for fear of poverty." Bukhari 6001 from Hazrat Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiallahu anhu. Many people practice abortion nowadays in the interests of family planning or to avoid having female offspring. This is a grave sin. Number 7. This world. This world in Allah's sight. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, "There is nothing more contemptible than this world in the sight of Allah. Since creating it, He has never looked at it with mercy." Kanzul Ummal 6099 from Hazrat Abu Huraira radiallahu anhu. Number 8. The Akhirah. The bounties of Jannah for the people of Taqwa. Allah says in the Quran, Allah will say to the people of Taqwa on the day of Qiyamah, "O my bondsmen, you shall have no fear of the future today, neither will you grieve about the past. In the world you were those who believed in our ayat and were obedient to our commands. You and your spouses can enter Jannah happily. Bowls filled with delicious foods and cups of gold filled with delicious drink will be passed around between them, and in Jannah there shall be whatever the heart desires and whatever pleases the eye, the greatest bounty being the ability to see Allah. You will live there forever. Surah Zukhruf, verse 68 to 71. Number 9. Cures from the Quran and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Cure for wounds. When he got cut or pricked by a thorn, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to dress the wound with henna. Ibn Majah 3502. Number 10. Quranic advice. Allah says, when you claim retribution for a wrong done to you, then avenge yourself in proportion to the aggression, wrong, done against you, and not any more. But if you exercise patience without taking revenge, then this is definitely best for the patient ones, because this will soften the heart of your opponent and attract him towards you. Surah Nahl, verse 126. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.